Peyton Manning, there was a headline on NFL.com, and it was our first real chance to give the shout-out S-A to NFL.com. It's the first time we got to do this after learning that HT is hat tip. S-A officially from our show will be shout-out NFL.com. The headline says, Peyton Manning hopes Aaron Rodgers stays in Green Bay. You read the article, see the actual quote. That's not accurate at all. Nope. He says he's hopeful they figure it out, but never said they figure out a contract for him to stay in Green Bay. He said he's always thought of Aaron in Green Bay, but he's hopeful that they figure it out because he loves watching Aaron play, basically. So the headline saying Peyton Manning hopes Aaron Rodgers stays in Green Bay, although I do assume that is what he hopes ultimately. He was cut by the Colts, by the way. People forget it wasn't like he was traded or anything like that. And Peyton is a big game historian, loves the game. Peyton's places on ESPN Plus, I think that shows that, but that's how he is real life. He absolutely loves the NFL. I would assume he has a lot of respect for Aaron in Green Bay potentially being long-term, but that quote, I think, from Peyton should have read, Peyton wants to see Aaron Rodgers play football again. Yeah. That's basically what it is, and I think that's how we all feel at this point.
I didn't read the article, but yeah, of course, I'm sure Peyton has a lot of respect for Aaron, and Aaron respects Peyton a ton, and he would love to see him in Green Bay, but ultimately, Peyton probably doesn't care. It doesn't change any facet of his life, really, if Aaron is in Green Bay or plays somewhere else.
Well, if Aaron's not playing, he's probably on that golf course that Peyton probably is also a membership, maybe taking up his group spot there.
Whoa.
Something to think about. But he literally, and this is something that since what Peyton went through, not that Peyton wouldn't know this because, like we said to Robert Mathis, Peyton, since he's 3 years old, has been, this guy's going to be an NFL quarterback. He knows the ins and outs of the NFL. He's been in the locker room since he was a kid, him and Eli and Cooper and everything. I mean, it's just one of those things, but Peyton's not going to talk about Aaron's business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That headline right there says Peyton Manning hopes Aaron stays in Green Bay. Then if you really, if you think, so Peyton hopes that Aaron gets his contract done with Green Bay, it's no, I don't. Peyton's not going to speak about anybody else's business because Peyton understands, hey, business, you got to do whatever the fuck you got to do. That's not what Peyton said, but I just hope he fucking plays.
Yeah.
That's kind of how he feels, but everybody's talking about this situation, AJ. Everybody on earth is still talking about this thing because there ain't shit else to talk about.
And there's no news. There's nothing happening with it, too. That's the thing. There's no sides. Nobody's saying anything.